Hi, my name is Reagan Huckey, and today we'll be interviewing Mr. Rick Galyean, the GM here at the Hilton Hotel on the University of Houston. All right, Mr. Rick, what makes this Hilton so special?
This Hilton is actually the most special hotel I've ever worked at my entire career. My first hotel was a Hilton. I started in 1987, so it's been a while. I've had the pleasure of having worked for many different brands. I worked for Hyatt. I worked for Wyndham Hotels. I was at the Warwick Hotel, which is now Hotel Jaja, here in town. I worked up with the Wyndham Greens Point, which is now Hilton Houston North. I was at the Sheraton Astrodome for a little while, and then I got to go to Long Island, New York. And I was there at the Long Island, New York Huntington Hilton, and I got to reopen the Roosevelt Hotel in Manhattan. I worked for another Hyatt. I opened a Renaissance Hotel for Marriott. I was at the Marriott Sugar Land. I was at the Marriott Hobby. Many of these were the same company. But what's so special about this hotel to me is the fact that we do have all of our students here. The majority of our staff are interns, as you're aware, and it's when this job became available for me, it really, I wasn't looking for a job. I was working for an incredible family, the Massett family, with the Massett Family Library. I was with them for 10 years, and I was at the Embassy Suites right downtown. And I called the previous general manager to wish him well as he was retiring. And he asked me if I'd applied for the job. And I said, well, no. And he says, well, we have several applicants. And he told me a little bit about the job. And I went home to my wife, Carla, and we talked about it that night. And I asked myself, what are the pros and cons? And having been in the business now for 38 years, and at the time, I asked myself, well, what's going to be my professional legacy? And my professional legacy wasn't going to be working at a Connie Award-winning hotel at the Embassy Suites or Marriott's Hotel Opening of the Year. A professional legacy is once you're gone, nobody's going to remember those things. But if I can have an impact on students, and after I'm gone 20 years from now, they can look back and say, you know, Rick really had something to do with where I'm at today. That's a professional legacy. So special about this hotel, I'm very competitive. I like to win. And the team has really come together in the past 2 years. Our hotel leadership team, and it has filtered down to the staff to be the best we can possibly be. We were ranked just this past year in the top 6 hotels in North America, Hiltons, under 500 rooms, for guest service and quality. So that's pretty special. So when you ask what makes it special, Hilton has so many training tools and is constantly evolving. And with that, and with our faculty, and working with our faculty, and getting to lecture in classrooms, there's nothing better. Absolutely nothing better.
So, Mr. Rick, what is your favorite part about being the general manager here?
On a funny note, throughout my career, I did not want to be a general manager. It just wasn't on my radar. I grew up on the food and beverage side of the hotel industry, and my goal in life was to be a food and beverage director. And I had that opportunity for many, many years, and it came to a point actually that one of my mentors saw my operation and how I was doing things, and he gave me the bone and said, "You know what? You need to work rooms." And so he moved me over, and throughout my career, as I became an assistant general manager and then a general manager, again, I had great mentors, people that helped shape my career. And by looking at how they operate, has become how I operate as a general manager. So it has to do with empowering your team. And this is what I love: empowering your team to be the best that they can be. My staff meetings are just that. They're my leadership team staff meetings. And I've been to many staff meetings throughout my career where I had to sit and listen to the general manager talk for an hour and a half. Well, that's not a staff meeting, that's a general manager meeting. So, what I love about my job is in those meetings, I'll sit and talk for maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and then it's their meeting. And they talk between each other, and they bring all of their statistics, and they come up with plans in order to make things better within the hotel. So what is my favorite thing about being a general manager? I would tell you it's seeing the team work together and succeed. And it's there's nothing more fulfilling than that. Of course, there's the guest portion of it. You either love or hate our industry, and you find that about the first 3 months you work in it. But if you have a passion for hospitality and doing the right thing when no one's looking and impacting individuals that come through the front door, and when they walk through, they're a nobody, but you make them a somebody. And that's what I love. It's just, it's a passion that I have. I'm thankful that I got the opportunity to be a GM because now I can impact more than just my department. I can impact the entire hotel. So that's why.
So, Mr. Rick, what advice do you have for potential guests who are planning on coming and staying at the hotel?
Well, we always try to reach out to our guests via a messaging app that Hilton has now. It's called Kipsu, and it has actually transformed the way we do business as far as engaging with customers. We use it. Hilton has bars or levels that they expect us to be using it, and we far exceed that expectation. So we reach out, let them know about our construction. It actually opts in, and they have to agree to receive text on the first text, and it's an amazing tool. I actually have a postcard in all of the guest rooms with a little picture of myself that describes our hotel and the fact that we do have students, and we want them to engage with our students. And a lot of our guests, and we see it in our guest satisfaction surveys, that are just amazed at the job that our students are doing and partake in it, whether it be in the restaurant, obviously the conversations with our students on the guest floors. We want them to experience the best of the best. And at the same time, we want them to understand that we're developing the future leaders in hospitality. So, the advice for the guests is to take a little time. Take a little time and see the Hall of Honor and see the beautiful things that we have here. We've got the best coffee, not just on campus, but around. Just right through outside of our front doors. That's also run by students. It's a different type of experience, in my opinion, because you get to see really education and hospitality as it's happening. And since we have so many individuals that actually are coming here to visit the campus, perhaps another college, they're just amazed. And and I want them to understand exactly what we're doing here.
I mean, we are the only college with a fully functioning hotel on campus.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And it's a beautiful, beautiful hotel.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.